Wide receiver is the deepest position in this draft. There are great wide receivers. I could see 6, 7 wide receivers potentially going in the first round. So let me get through my top 5 receivers in the draft. Okay, let's start with the fact that the top 3 I think are interchangeable. You're going to see them any different number of ways, and all the organizations are going to have them stacked up any number of different ways. Here's how I'm going to rank them. I'm going to go Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs. And again, we're splitting hairs here. I love them all for different reasons. So why not, rather than assign them a rank 1, 2, and 3, let me just tell you what I love about them and what's the one area that they maybe need to work on just a little bit. Let's start with what I love about them. We'll start with Jerry Jeudy. I love the fact that Jerry Jeudy is so productive as it relates to scoring touchdowns. The way he can create space out of the top end of his break, I think is invaluable for a quarterback. Because as a quarterback, all I really care about is, can you create space? Are you open? Are you where you're supposed to be? And do you catch the football reliably? He does both of those things incredibly well. So I love Jerry Jeudy. He can at times struggle with inconsistency with his hands. That's just one area where I think he needs to get a little bit better. CeeDee Lamb from Oklahoma. I love CeeDee Lamb. He worked himself physically into one of the best wide receivers in the country, if not the best wide receiver in the country. He's not a burner, but he's fast enough. He's nuanced in his route running, although he's not a great route runner. I wouldn't say he's a technician in that. That might be one of the only areas of weakness that he has. His best attribute by far is his ability to run after the catch. If you turn on the film and watch CeeDee Lamb, once he catches the football, he immediately turns into a threat. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many players are around him. You turn on the Red River game, there's 5, 6 Texas defenders around him. He still takes it to the house. He's got the elusiveness to run away from people. He's got the wiggle to get through people. He's also physical enough that at contact, he can run through tackles at times, in particular when it's corners or small safeties. Love CeeDee Lamb. He's a terrific player. His body control is some of the best out there. He's got terrific contested catch ability. He's reliable in those situations, and he easily could be the first wide receiver taken. Henry Ruggs, this guy is like Tyreek Hill, man. I mean, just speed, and more speed. He's not a one-trick pony. I wouldn't claim him to be a one-trick pony at all, but he does run 4.27, and to me, it shows up on tape. It shows up on the field. There are guys that can run 4.3, and I've seen them, right? Stopwatch, electric, anything. But then they put pads on and they disappear. Where's that speed? Why are they running 4.5 in pads and running 4.3, 4.27 on a handheld? Because their speed doesn't translate. His speed translates. He threatens the defense almost immediately. One of the great things that he does is he can threaten the defense on the outside. The corner flips his hips and runs, and bang, he drops out and presents one of the best easy access back shoulder throws for a quarterback that you can possibly make, and Tua was a beneficiary of that. He tracks it downfield really well. I think he's a game changer, by the way. He can get involved in that jet sweep game, which I think would be important. Basically, again, think about how the Chiefs utilize Tyreek Hill. So those are the top 3. Any order that you want. For me, after that is Justin Jefferson. Jefferson, 6'1", 202 pounds. I love his ability to be productive. 101 catches last year with Joe Burrow as his quarterback, and he can move all over. What I love about Jefferson is the fact that he can play Z, he can play X, he can be in the slot. He is reliable at all those places. And when you turned on the film and you thought, hey, LSU needs something right here, they need something reliable, where did they go? Justin Jefferson. I love that about him. As a quarterback, I want reliable players that I know will catch the ball and they'll be where they need to be, and he's that guy. By the way, terrific in the 50-50 catch down the field opportunity. The 5th guy, and this is where a lot of wide receivers could land. I could have put Laviska Shenault from Colorado, Denzel Mims, Jalen Reagor, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk from ASU, but I landed on the guy that I really like because of his length and his frame, T. Higgins from Clemson. He's a really good outside option with a long frame, the ability to win on the sideline, and a guy that was highly productive. He's 6'4", 215 pounds, and for that reason, I put him slightly ahead of some of those guys. Again, 50-50 catches, contested catches. He seemed to be there at all times. He's a monster, and that's why I think he could develop into a number 1 wide receiver in the future in the NFL.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.